speakers? Good morning. Which item?
Good morning. General public comment, please.
Okay, you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm child born and raised in the cult of Scientology. I just want, again, I'm going to come here as much as I can to make sure you guys are aware of the infiltration of the city, the finances, everything, street closures, not really helping the homeless in the neighborhood, not allowing Scientology property to be used for the homeless when they're doing zero to actually help. They do not pay taxes. They have infiltrated with human trafficking, children and adults still to this day. But can you pay $37 or less a week to infiltrate the city with their PR, whether that's on CPAC meeting boards or whether that's through the city officials actually having positions on the board. Please check your connection and relationship with Scientology. Please do not have your friends and associates you vouching for the cult that is literally abusing members on a daily basis. Get the city out of Scientology. Thank you.
Next speaker. Good morning. Which item would you like to speak to?
Hello, good morning. I just want
General.
to speak about the general comments here. I'm a proud parent. I resided in Hollywood since 2014. I've often questioned the tactics that Scientology and the organization uses. My child is a student at an amazing LAUSD school. They have a wonderful community there that is just very heartwarming. And to my understanding, certain things in Scientology need to deny the proper education, which I think is a very big problem. I encourage you to look into and prevent them from using permits for their events and for their road closures because they use that to recruit people and children. They pay their members $47 a week. They have kids sign billion-year contracts to keep them in the organization. And they also run the purification rundown, which is basically a sauna where they pump the kids full of niacin and then throw them in the sauna for multiple hours a day, which is very inhumane. So I encourage you to please look into that matter and thank you for your time.
My turn. Good morning. Yeah, I didn't get this. I didn't get this.
What is the general, before we start your time, and let's get it away. So the items that are open for public comment on the agenda are items 33 through 38. Again, that's items 33 through 38 for anyone who came in late.
Okay, the police one, I see we're giving more money to LAPD, and, thanks. Oh, sorry. Oh, thank you. Sorry. I see we're giving more money to LAPD, and it's not that I don't support, the police and everything, but they have the lion's share of our budget. And then we have LAFD having to sell the baked goods and toys and cups and stuff to help with their budget. And I know you're saying you're allowing agencies to do that, which is great, but why does the fire department have to sell baked goods to help fund them, but the group that gets the biggest share of our budget is getting more, and then it's just, I don't know, it's just really weird. And you took from the fire to give to Medicaid, but then you taking from the homeless to give to LAPD. It's just a lot of weird stuff. I don't understand it, but and it's no slam on the officers. I'm just talking budget stuff. Okay, and then when it comes to, and that's and the ones that with Mr. Lee, I had to remind Mr. Lee he owes me an apology. So on the ones that are his, okay, because his names are on it, until Mr. President bangs the gavel and says, Mr. Lee, okay, I will, but until Mr. President does that, I have to say no. Okay, and when it comes to all the housing things that, issues and stuff, I just want to let you know that the Scientology, when you're trying to help housing, right, you're trying to get people into housing and not out of housing, please, yeah, that's the ones with the 31 or whatever with the houses.
So there's no housing as there are the rent escrow
Right.
program. So if you want to speak to those that are after you speak to the REAP program, otherwise
Yeah, okay, yeah, the REAP program, I really, and, I forgot to shout out Smoke and Scan, because I know he corrects me when, the way I say REAP, I don't say it right, and I appreciate that, keeping it all straight. So thank you, Smoke and Scan, for that, because I don't know what it's, I never know how to pronounce it. Anyway, but did I mention that Mr. Lee owes me an apology? In spite of REAP issues, he does. And when it comes to the REAP, or, because I think I was calling it REAP or whatever, but there's how, like, people who are being forced into homelessness because for whatever reason at Scientology, okay? And that's unfair. Here you have these programs where you keep putting houses on and off things and dealing with housing in people's houses. And there's people thrown into the streets for $500 because they became disabled or something. I wish you would deal with that gap. Or there's elderly that can't function, they can't do their job anymore, and they're kicked out with $500. So in this REAP program, I wish you would give those houses to people who are being kicked out of Scientology because they are disabled or old and can't do their 100 hours of work. Thank you. Public comment. Did I mention that Mr. Lee owes me an apology, and I think that Mr. President should bang his gavel and say, come on, it's been long enough, just do it already. But if not, that's not the case, even though he's not listening. See, Mr. President, you owe me an apology now too, but maybe you're working, and maybe I should let you get off the hook. But I'm here about Scientology. I'm tired that you guys are giving them permits, and even though we come time and time again to say they abuse those permits continuously. Okay, they are preventing the public when they're not allowed to prevent the public. They are, Laura got assaulted by one of the members' children, and the guards send the kids inside the building to avoid any kind of consequences, for their actions. Okay, that's called obstruction of justice. And guess what happens? You guys keep giving them permits. Why? They're not abiding by any of them. Like that, there's not, and right now they're building some big structures, and there's no permits for that. There's no signing that they're getting any kind of inspections. There's going to be an injury someday, and you still owe me that apology, Mr. Lee. And shout out to Smoke and Scan.
All right, that concludes public comments for today's meeting.
Thank you.